Hello everyone, and thank you so much for coming by the channel today. I really appreciate it. I know I've been gone. I've been gone for a while, and I just wanted to, I just want to do a quick video. This would probably be highly edited as I am known to go off on tangents, but I want to make this short and sweet. And I think the most important thing as we're nearing the end of 2025 is I want to thank you for those of you who have been with me for any amount of time. If you've been with me from almost the beginning through this summer when my my life completely changed, I just want you to know I think of you guys all the time. I miss you all. I miss hearing from you. I feel like we've been through a lot together. I started this channel right before COVID hit the world, or at least right before it hit the United States. And so we went through that together. We went through a global pandemic together. But you guys went through my perimenopause with me and menopause. I've had so many amazing reading experiences that you let me share with you since I started this channel in 2020. And I'm thankful. I'm thankful for all of you. I miss you all, and I wanted you to know that. So I haven't been making videos lately. That was not my intent. When I moved back here, we'll just let Zuzu do her thing. When I moved back here, to my hometown, Cincinnati, in April, I really thought I was just going to continue on with videos, but the truth is I have missed you, but I haven't missed making the videos, and I don't know why that is. I have my theories. I think, for one, as you know, as if you've been with me, when I was living in Tennessee, it was a very isolated life. It was a very lonely life, and these videos and my interactions with you, they were like a lifeline to civilization, to humanity, to fellow readers. And now I'm in civilization. In fact, right now I can hear snowplows going on the street. And I have neighbors that if I opened my blinds and they opened their blinds, like they could see me. I love it. My family is all nearby. My best friend is nearby. I go to an in-person book club now. So my life is so different. And I work full time, and my job is customer service on the phone. I talk all day long. So I think the combination of those things is probably why I don't feel compelled to make the videos anymore. The only thing I miss is you all. So I wanted to come on here. I don't want to say one last time because who knows? I'm such a moody person. I'm a mood reader. Apparently I'm a mood YouTuber. Who knows what the mood will be or how my life may shift here and there. And so I'm not going to shut down my channel, but I did want to pop on here before the end of 2025, just so you knew I'm thinking about you all. I'm thankful for you. I just have this small little channel, but some of you, you comment all the time or every now and then, or maybe you've just commented once, and I just want you to know, that was so meaningful for me, for someone who was so lonely, living kind of an unhealthy life in a lot of ways. Right now, I feel like the only unhealthy relationship in my life is with my hometown football team, the Cincinnati Bengals. Who dey, but but yeah, I just want you to know I'm thinking about you. I'm doing really good. I'm really happy. I mean, in a way, I can't even believe I started this channel knowing my personality and social anxiety, but I did, and I'm really glad I did. I have self-diagnosed myself as a talkative introvert. I love people. I love talking to people, not in big groups, but one-on-one or small groups. But then I have to rest a long time to recover. That's the introvert part. But I am an oversharer. I am a talker. And so I guess that does make sense that I would start a YouTube channel. I never felt weird talking to a camera. And I know for a lot of people, that's the weird part. Like, that seemed normal to me, which, you know, who knows what that says about me. But yeah, I'm just not compelled at this point to keep making book videos, but I am absolutely still reading. I'll always be reading. I learned to read in kindergarten. So before kindergarten, my mom read to us. And then I learned to read in kindergarten. I still remember telling my first grade teacher, Mrs. Ramey, that I could read any word. And I still remember I had a book on my desk and she pointed to the word sugar and she said, "What's that word?" And I didn't know it. And she said, "I think you still have some words to learn, but you're doing good." But I'll always be a reader. I've read 80 books so far this year, I think, and we're midway through December, so I'll finish at least a couple of more. So yeah, reading's always going to be a part of my life. So just because I'm not making videos doesn't mean I'm not reading. I've started watching BookTube again, so you'll see me in the comments of some of our favorite booktubers. I'm also on Instagram, like fairly regularly. I think I check Instagram every day. I post occasionally, just like kind of life stuff, pictures of Zuzu, who knows. It would be great if in 2026 I would log each of my books in Instagram, so I sort of have a visual log of all that I've read, but I've wanted to do that before. I never have done it, so who knows. But yeah, follow me on Instagram. If we're not already friends on there, send me messages. If you've read something and you're like, I need to let Susan know she needs to read this, send me a message on there. I would love to hear from you. Honestly, like I think I've said several times, you guys were the best part of this channel for sure. I never met my own standards for making videos. So like I said, it's just kind of incredible that I kept at it for all those years. Because I'm not going to, for the first year since 2020, not do a top reads of the year, why don't I get my top reads from 2025 and just share them really quickly with you here. Be just a moment. Okay, so my favorite reads for this year, at least so far, you know, who knows, something amazing could happen in the next 2 weeks. But my favorite reads have been Remarkably Bright Creatures, 3 Days in June, Here One Moment, Sipsworth, Run for the Hills, The Lottery and Other Stories, The Impossible Fortune, Heart the Lover, The Correspondent, and here are my top 3. So my top 3 reads for 2025 were The Catcher in the Rye, which was a reread for me. I hated that book in my 20s. I hated that book so much. Again, I was a sensitive reader in my young years. Oh my gosh. I can't believe I didn't get it. I did not get The Catcher in the Rye when I read it the first time. That book is like, wow. I get it now. That book is amazing. I would recommend that to anyone. And then for my 2 favorite books, they could not be more different from each other, but they were both such great reading experiences. One was also a reread of a book I hated, and we've talked about it before. We've talked about both of these, and that was The Grapes of Wrath. It is a masterpiece. It is an American masterpiece. It is quintessentially American, and yet I think the themes outside of the specific history of that book are universal. That is a masterpiece. I'm still going to put East of Eden slightly edging out The Grapes of Wrath because East of Eden is so large in scope, where The Grapes of Wrath is very, very specific to that one time, that one journey. But just both. John Steinbeck, those 2 books. Whew. And like, what, aren't we lucky? Like, that's kind of how I feel. And then my other favorite read, do you guys know what I'm going to say? Some of you probably do, because I gushed about this reading experience, and that was You Like It Darker by Stephen King. It's a collection of his short stories, and it was, as far as enjoyability, but with depth. So not frivolous enjoyability, but in-depth enjoyability of the reading experience. When they are done with the talent that Stephen King can perform, doesn't always perform, but he can get in there in a short period of time. I mean, most of Stephen King's books are big chunksters, but these short stories he can do are so powerful. They touch such a chord while being just like thoroughly entertaining. So those were my two favorite reading experiences of 2025, was my reread as a 50-some-year-old of The Grapes of Wrath and loving that. And then Stephen King's You Like It Darker, which I listened to on audio as I was driving to Dallas, Texas for my niece's wedding. Loved it. Oh, it's something else I need to tell you. I almost popped on here back when I finished it. I finished Don Quixote. So some of you may know that has been my nemesis ever since I started it during March of the Mammoths in, I think, 2022. I finally finished it. So I had read the first half and started, I was a few pages into the second half of Don Quixote, and I could not handle any more of it at that time. And I wanted to finish it. I want to be someone who has read Don Quixote. Many people way smarter than me and more cultured and more everything. Some of it consider it a perfect novel. As you know, I do not. But doggone it, if at the end I didn't tear up at Don Quixote. Oh yeah, I sure did. But like I said, I am glad I made myself. I pretty much listened. I think I listened to all of the second part on audio, and I'm glad I finished it. I'm glad it is no longer my nemesis. It can now sit on my shelf, and I don't have to kind of hide my eyes from it. I don't have to avert my gaze because I made it. And like I said, at the end, I was just like, but it will never be one of my favorite books nonetheless. Well, okay, so I'm gonna wrap this up because I wanted to make this short and sweet, and I feel like I've already started rambling, but we're nearing the end of 2025, and life, right? This world has gone crazy for many of us. It feels like dark times, but let's just find the joy and happiness that we can. That's what I'm doing. I'm just finding peace outside of what seems like chaos sometimes. And I want that for you. I wish you health and happiness in 2026 in abundance. Health and happiness in abundance in 2026. I care about you all so much. Like I said, if you're on Instagram, head over there, friend me there. I will always respond. And you guys have been there for me. If you ever need me to be there for you, that's where you can find me, okay? So until next time, I'm not saying goodbye, but just until whenever, fate brings us back together here on YouTube, I'm just know I'm thankful for you and wishing every good thing for you. Bye.